Uh, let's pause a little bit first. What what specifically are
Hey, Yeoman.
you what specifically are you looking to improve from these review from this review basically? What do
Um,
you feel like you need to work on the most basically?
what I feel like I need to work on the most
Like, is it
is
mechanics? Is it decision making? Is it just like meta or like positioning?
probably decision making and like positioning.
Okay,
Um, I think my mechanics are better than the rank I'm in. This is Silver One.
okay.
I'm in Silver One currently, and I feel like I should not be in Silver One,
Mm-hmm.
but here I am, and I just need to find a way out.
All right.
And let me think, what else? Yeah, that's like basically
30
like the
seconds
big
left.
thing. I think my mechanics will be good for a little bit, and I practice them like every day, or at least like every other day.
Oh, you
I
do
go
some
into like
like
aim
aim
labs.
training?
I do like aim training,
Okay,
and I
that's good.
deathmatch a lot and stuff like that.
10 seconds
But
left.
I feel like that'll improve itself over time. But I think there are things that I can start looking at now that will have like a lot more, like a lot better and more like quick effects on my gameplay than like things that I can train on, like
Right.
that I can grind over time.
Yeah, yeah. Because
But
yeah, mechanics is pretty much like you just got to do the repetitions. It's like
mhm.
any other sport, right? So,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Let's see it. So,
Okay. Would you like to
Player
see this
standing.
the rest of this round, or does it not matter
it doesn't
since?
matter. Other teammates do not matter. Yeah. So,
Okay.
it seemed like you were flashing in for your team, coming out, and then ideally you got traded, and I think that's like basically what happened.
Yeah.
So you're like second in, you're throwing this, you're out, yeah,
Hey, Yeoman.
and then team trades you. Yeah, so you were tradable. Like you did everything you needed to do in that round. It looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. Your pathing, I guess, could be better. Pearl is a new map, so
Hmm.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of
Right here, I got
learning.
stuck on like the pocket because I
Yeah.
forgot that that was there, and it
hmm
slowed me down coming out
Yeah.
of my flash, which definitely I think slowed me down and made my flash less valuable,
hmm
probably. And then I thought that was a haunt.
Yeah, in general, you see how the breach's path is going? So
Yeah.
he's always hugging like the back wall as you're like coming out and pathing into the site. You kind of
Hmm.
want to do that too, so that way you don't you kind of like the whole point of it is that you get the maximum advantage on someone that you're peeking like against.
Hey, Yeoman. Yeah.
Just because the further you are away from a corner, the more time the le the more time you have to see them and the less time they have to see you type of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's just like a small thing on positioning.
Okay.
But regardless, I think this round is fine. You did your job. You went in like second, first-ish, and then like got traded. So,
Okay.
yeah. And your comm was good, 80 on Omen backside. So that's pretty much it. Let's see next. So this is your team's trying to buy. What is
Yeah, we're
this?
buying, and I didn't quite have the money.
Yeah, I see.
Let's do that.
So in this scenario where, yeah, so yeah, in this case, so just a note on like economy. When you're thinking about what to buy, you want to think about where you're going, what type of fight you're gonna take.
Hmm.
If you're struggling to buy, of course, like
Yeah.
obviously you would just like buy Phantom Vandal by default, but
Hmm.
because you're struggling to buy because of money, you gotta I can see you're already thinking through it. You're like, oh, how can I make this math work? So like light shields versus heavy shields, and then like which gun to choose.
Yeah.
The thought process is basically like, am I taking the right tool for the engagement I'm gonna go against? So you're going to,
Yeah.
it looks like
And
you're
we
going
talked
long
about
B.
B,
Yeah.
so I.
So you pick the Guardian, which is probably the best suited for that type of fight. Guardian or Bulldog would have worked. Marshall
Hmm.
too, if you're feeling like you want to save more. But
Yeah, and we called the default
yeah.
at the last minute, but I still decided to go long B because that's kind of where we were leaning at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, this is right. If it's a default, everyone's spread out, so that's good.
So I remember also right here, I also heard Chamber ult, and I
Yes.
figured he was probably going to be long B
Hmm.
because of that.
Wow, that kid's ass. Two on B. Let's go A.
This is a good decision to back off because okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. Keep going, keep going. If it's good, I'll just let it
See,
be because this is all good
Chamber's on B.
decisions.
We're good. Just kill that.
So now you just turn into a lurk.
I'm sneaking up on him. Don't peek yet.
One enemy remaining.
Usually plays A.
Precise gameplay.
You were a little AFK there, so the second you knew that you were walled off by your own teammate, you either go flank around.
Mhm.
You throwing the knife is good. I think you should just do that right away, and then like either decide to go long B or like because you right now you're AFK to your team. You're not really
Oh, I
gonna help
see.
them in any form. Like if the omen does pop off, you're in no position to help them, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like a small thing.
I'm sneaking up.
The decision to back off from the chamber fight is a good one. The second you see him on the map, though, right here, is when you should have
Mhm.
just reaggressed long B or
Yeah.
flank around for finding the omen.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. I definitely tried too hard to jump on top of that fucking barrel.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, well, they're walled off. Because I figured, okay, I knew that Omen was somewhere around here, and I checked it,
Hmm.
and so I was like, okay, he's going either or saving, and going like somewhere over here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I tried to make myself unexpected, so I was like, okay, if I can jump on top of this barrel, which obviously didn't work, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
probably
that's just
shouldn't
like a
have
new map type
tried to
thing.
do that for so long. Yeah.
So yeah, the decision to not fight the chamber with his op ult is good because that's a free kill for him if he gets you.
Yeah.
Um, so you deciding not to engage further was better. Was a
Mhm.
good call. Just a little bit of AFKing behind that wall, but that's just a map thing. So yeah, cool.
My bad. I'm gonna be AFK for a bit. Psych.
Oh yeah, our Viper went AFK this round.
Okay.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
All right, play it slow then, I guess.
Face your
Fade here.
fear.
They fade
They're gonna
ult,
push
so
it.
expect aggression.
I don't know how I didn't kill that.
It has a surprising amount of HP, so you have to like shoot it like 3 or 4 times. So I would just stand still and shoot it. Good shots.
I'm back.
Sweet. We're winning. We
All
got
right,
this.
now where? Let's go A. I can ult us on.
I would have your gun out
I'll
right
flash
here,
this cow.
cause
Okay.
Got you.
because go back a
Yeah,
little.
let's.
So when they did that play with the Fade ult,
Mhm.
Omen and Fade both pushed, right?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm back.
and see how Breach leaves that area.
Reloading.
Yeah.
If I was them and I was in, so pause right here. If I was them and I was in B alley, I would walk out the second I hear Breach run away,
Yeah.
and I
Okay.
would
Yeah,
lurk
because you
up
can
into
hear
the
like.
exactly.
Okay.
So you have to be like your team is not careful right now of someone who walks all the way up to the mid window,
Mhm.
like to Viper's front
Yeah,
left.
like right here.
Yeah, exactly. So like yeah, that's just a small thing of like just being aware of what your team is or isn't covering and like what the enemy team would do. The
Mhm.
I guess someone else calmed like, hey, we're just gonna go A, I have my ult. That's fine.
Mhm.
It's a 5v3, so you can't really go wrong with just staying as a pack. Whatever you do doesn't matter,
Yeah.
as long as you're just a group of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that, I guess. I don't know, because I knew that when I threw my knife,
Hmm.
hold on, where was it? Beginning of the round right here. So I threw my knife right here and I got someone.
Right. Yeah.
So I heard the haunt. I heard it go out here. So I knew Fade was here. And then I got another scan right here. Oh, I got Reyna.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I
Reyna. So
guess I
Reyna could have
totally should have.
walked up. Exactly.
Yeah, I
So
totally should have expected that. You're right.
so yeah, this is like it's just because it's kind of hard to keep track sometimes because sometimes you're
Mhm.
looking at not your map.
Yeah,
So this is
yeah.
just like a reading the mini map constantly type thing. Like, oh, your breach fell back and has no more vision of mid. Therefore, someone could have walked up. He also made noise running back, so that's also scary. Because
Yeah,
like that is the cue for someone else to push.
yeah.
Um,
Sweet. Okay.
yeah, and then you just all group up. You have one lurking
Okay,
B,
yeah, and then flash main, I think.
which is not your fault. That shouldn't be the case, but it's not your fault. It's
Sorry.
fine.
I'll get something.
I flashed him again.
Yeah, it's tough to do KO winging flashes with your team in a pug setting
Yeah.
because yeah, even if you call it, people are just bad at like knowing how to dodge and peek with it. Nice flank. Nice.
For you.
Yeah, your Raze died, right? Yeah. So that's not your decision making. That was him being dumb and saying I'm gonna lurk even though we have a 5v3 advantage. So yep, everything was pretty good here. I'm just a
Yeah.
little
Whoops.
lurker waiting for exits. Yeah, it's fine.
She died for it.
Yeah,
Just
whatever.
barely.
Let's go B.
You have ult.
Make sure to clear this
There.
corner right here.
Yeah.
Let's
I can
see how
aftershock
this
it.
goes.
I pinged it last time, but I didn't get the almost bad.
I'm gonna flash long.
Ooh, the position.
Mister.
Oh, reloading out
Ulting.
in the open. Careful.
Close left, close left.
Yeah. You get res. You get traded and
He's
res.
behind us.
Yeah, you're
Two
doing your
outside.
job. I don't see anything glaring like role wise.
One hall, hall, hall.
You are doing exactly what you should be doing.
I also
Oh,
play
you
the
should be
most
traded
KO.
there. You should have traded there. So you see how your team pushes up to your left?
Yeah.
You should scale with them.
Okay.
So you were first in, and then you became third in somehow.
I see.
And that's because like you see how your team, even if the team makes a bad move, right?
Yeah.
That like technically they should just put up a Viper wall here, and then you guys do a Sage wall and plant. Like that's the proper team move.
Mm-hmm.
They decide to do, oh, okay, we're just gonna push backside, you know?
Yeah.
So on the fly, when you're like solo queuing, when you're doing like grind, like with randos, pugs,
Mm-hmm.
this is a moment where you're like, oh shoot, this guy's going to make a bad decision. I'm gonna go trade him,
Okay.
you know? Like
Yeah.
you want to make sure that your teammates' mistakes don't impact like your overall loss.
Okay. See, the thing that I guess that is worse even about that is that I didn't even realize that they were making a bad decision right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly. See how you
I
guys have 5v3?
yeah.
What the rule of thumb in TAC FPS is basically like if you have numbers advantage, you want to play
Mm-hmm.
more passive.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then when you don't have numbers, if you were them, you have to be more aggressive. You have to take more
Mm-hmm.
risks. Um, so yeah,
So would we just like you said wall this off and then would we just let them take up like the extra space while we plant and stuff?
Yep.
Like, is that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
The right move here is you got 2 picks, like a team. The right team move here.
Yeah.
You got the 2 picks. Great. You did your job, sacrificing yourself during your ult. You ulted, and then you got traded and rezzed, and now it's 5v3 advantage. Your Sage still has res. Viper has ult. Honestly, Viper could just ult now. Honestly, like at the corner, and it would have been even better.
Yeah.
But I don't know why your Viper decides to push, but yeah, basically like as a team, you basically wall off this with Viper wall, Sage wall, plant, and just sit your butts there and then trade.
Okay.
Because they have to deal with 5 people when they come out, right?
Yeah.
But because Viper solo pushes backside, she that's a 1v1 for the whoever's
Yeah.
back there. And then I think Breach tries to make the best of a bad situation by pushing later, like right after Viper, and then that is another 1v1, so they'll gladly take
Uh,
it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so like if you go ahead and play and you'll see
Hole, hole,
exactly how
hole.
that unfolds.
120.
Spike down.
Okay, so the Breach luckily takes a trade, but your Sage dies,
114 on
and
site.
then you end up taking a 1v1 because your Breach keeps pushing,
He's
and now it's a
1v1.
2v1. You guys end up winning,
Yeah, you're
but
right.
yeah, you see how it could have been super scary.
Yeah.
Um,
No, right there. I was pretty scared after I didn't kill the Omen. I thought
mhm.
this is pannable. I don't know. I shot it for a fucking while. One. I
Yeah, that's
guess.
just unfortunate.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's just
14 on
unfortunate.
site.
Um, that thing is wall bangable. I just don't know
He's
like
only
with
one.
what guns or how much the damage
The
pen
damage through
drops
it.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I only hit 3 shots though. I don't know, and they were not good shots. So.
yeah.
Oh, shit. I just also freaked out. I guess.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, like
Nice.
that's a situation where you're like your teammates. It's it's really your teammates' fault, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
But the things that you could have done, like you could have pushed with Viper.
Yeah.
Once when you realize like, oh shoot, Viper's just pushing, then okay, yeah, you go and trade Viper, so that way your Sage doesn't die planning, right?
Yeah.
And then that way you're ensuring the round despite your teammates' mistakes. So you
I
saw
see.
them there, and then you see how Viper just pushes. She's gonna die,
Yeah.
and then thank goodness Breach trades. If Breach doesn't trade, then you're really screwed,
Yeah, that's
and you
true.
probably would end up losing the round actually.
Yeah, because our fucking raise was back here. The bomb was right here. No matter what, like kind of plant this was, fucking raise was back here opping.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see. Because she, like, even if we did plant it there, like, she couldn't see the bomb.
yeah,
I didn't even realize that either.
yeah. So this is just like a you didn't necessarily do anything wrong, but it's just like a you gotta
There was
pick
no
it up
cleanup.
for clean up for your bad teammates, and that's
Okay.
you're gonna have to do that all the way, no matter what rank you are. That's
Yeah.
just how it is. That's just the reality of this game when you pug,
Yeah.
because you can't control them. You can't make them better. They're gonna play how they play, and then you just have to maximize your probability of winning, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if it's the suboptimal team play.
Mm-hmm.
And that really is just what comp is.
Yeah, it looks like they push that cubby every single time. Is there
You
a
just
way
have to
after
force
shot
your
that?
team to
Yeah, I thought I could do
to
it
win,
from,
despite them trying to
here,
throw.
but I guess
Yep,
I can't. So I'll just do
exactly.
it at an angle.
That's all this game is in ranked. It's different if you're 5 stacking. You can work on things as a team, you know? But
Close left still. I thought I saw someone, and I didn't. I lied.
that's fine. You're being diligent. You trade this guy good.
Good burst fire.
Good res.
One hall.
You're getting more disciplined on your counter strafe shooting. This is good.
Top side, top side.
Nice. Yeah. Your mechs are getting better.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I thought that was on.
That's fine. You hit him 104. Your
Yeah.
team literally should not lose now. You did more above and beyond what you needed to do in this round.
Going to use H.
Yeah. There you go.
Now it's planted for raise.
I really, one of the things that's upped my game in the past few months is just like
If I can
pre-firing
get
stuff, even if you
over
haven't
there,
seen them
maybe
peak
Oh,
yet.
oh yeah, for sure.
Let's do that.
It's free. Like
It's free.
if your crosshair placement's good and someone's actually holding the on angle, it's free. You beat the reaction time all the time because you're shooting before it's even possible to register. That's why if you watch like really good players in like Counter-Strike, they pre-fire everything. Like one bullet or two bullets on every on angle, because it's a free kill if someone's there.
They walled it. Let's see if we can break it.
Hey, coming out.
Okay, ulting. 1 second.
Kill the dog.
I got hit by like every blind here, and I still went in because
Yep.
like I don't know.
That's right.
Standing. Spike down
Uh-oh.
A.
I thought they were
We
ulted.
can just save up, maybe.
I don't know. That was the entire round basically.
Yeah.
1 second.
It's just that
I don't know.
the ult clears sight, but it doesn't clear link, and I don't know what
Yeah.
causes Viper's wall to come down.
They walled it. Let's see if we can break it.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't
Viper's
have
wall
any-
has just been up for a while. That's why.
Okay, ulting. 1 second.
Oh, she just kept it up like before we even started to push.
Yeah, yeah. See, she should have timed. So this is something that's out of your control.
They walled it.
What
Let's see if
lost
we
this
can break it.
round was not you, but the Viper wall coming or like
The
being
wall
up
went up
too early.
They walled it. Let's see if we can
132,
break it.
and then
But yeah, you do have two flashes.
Okay,
Oh
ulting.
no.
1 second.
Like maybe you could have thrown something. Like okay, right there. If you're blind, I don't know if going in is the right move.
Onside.
I understand the
Yeah.
mentality of
Okay.
trying to make space for your team, even like
Down A.
you know,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if you're blind.
1 second.
So
Right
you're
as you came up, right as
The
you
thing
came up
I-
the wall, like here, you could try and wait.
Yeah.
Like as you come up to the left side of the wall, you could try to flash to the other side of the wall.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing I was like, I don't know. I guess I just didn't pay attention to where Breach's ult hit, but I assumed like everyone on site is ready to die because they're just concussed.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Someone was just ready with the judge,
Mm,
and I was just extra blind. But I don't
I
know.
see.
I was like, I guess I was just thinking like I don't want to waste this ult
yeah,
and
yeah.
like get stalled out by the util.
No, yeah. I think the mentality is good. I think like a lot of people
They
will
walled it.
just
Let's see if
hide
we can
there,
break it.
Mhm.
and that could just stop the push. But
Okay,
I mean,
ulting.
that is what they did, right? That's essentially what they accomplished. Is they
Yeah.
stalled the push using the Omen flash and
Maybe the fade blinds
the
as
fade
well.
fades the fade
Wolves.
dog. Yeah. So like it is okay in this scenario
On site.
to be stopped, honestly,
That's right.
because
Okay.
like you could try to tell your team to like, hey, we're all blind, let's just leave.
Okay.
Because look at your raise, right? Your raise is mid, lurking. No one's pushed mid. So if no one's pushed mid, then that means you have the option to leave. There's no like commitment that you have to make here.
I see.
But I do like the mentality of like, hey, I'm just gonna like if the call was I'm gonna breach ult here and we're gonna go in, then sticking to those guns is honestly a good mentality to have. It's just that in this scenario, yeah, probably you should have backed off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I also didn't think about the Viper Wall thing because he was up since 132,
Yeah,
a
and
minute
then
32,
Ulting. 1 second.
and then we ult at 10 seconds after that, and it's literally down like as
Yep.
soon as we go in.
this
I
is
didn't even think about that
yeah, this
either.
is a round where your decision making didn't lose you the round. Your teammates lost you the round here because your Viper wall specifically lost you the round. Um, but I guess like you could have pseudo IGL'd and said like, hey, let's just back off. They're all here.
Yeah.
You know, or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no
And she didn't even
guarantee.
get hit by the ult either. I guess yeah, I should have just thought about Link and Breach's ult and where it hits.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's also just no guarantee that your team will listen to you. So like this is an example. This is a pure example of a ranked round where you literally have no control of losing this round. I don't think you could have won this round. No matter what you did.
Man.
It's just one of
site.
those. So,
Oh, close right,
Player
close right.
standing.
because like your entire team just dies in that, so
I think
Yeah.
save bot maybe.
it's unfortunate.
I thought this was kind of funny, but I'm not gonna watch it.
Mine.
She just like whiffs like a million shots and then like dies or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Raze has a little identity crisis, playing like a
Raze.
cipher instead of a
Yeah,
Raze double
I was,
satcheling on site. You know, like
entering every round
Yeah.
for us.
like in theory, Raze should be the first one
I think I
in.
just
You
missed,
should be
like,
second
that
one in.
melted stuff
Breach
in
is
the-
like third-ish, right?
Sorry.
If anyone's gonna lurk,
Bro,
it's the
I literally
Viper.
got hit by like every
You put up
bullet
the
in the
wall and
game.
then you go lurk.
So they have an op, so we just gotta be careful of long corners. Probably just default. I
Seems
guess.
like your breach is trying to pseudo IGL.
Yeah, he was doing a good job in my opinion.
good.
I mean, at least I didn't hate him and he was working, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flash you, Breach, by accident.
Nice. Good calm, good
Is
flash, good
somebody else there
kill.
pushing too?
I
Good
don't know.
heal.
Okay, I can stun if you guys want to push in. 1, 2, 3.
This is a
Blinding?
high level of coordination for a silver game.
Yeah.
Usually you get no one like that. That guy's definitely underranked as well.
Bringing bomb B.
There's a chamber trip here. I don't think we should go this way.
Okay. I mean, you could just ult and disable it, no?
It would have to hit chamber, and we don't know where chamber
Wait,
is.
there's
Oh, you just figured out where he was, though.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Wait,
He
did
just
we?
killed your teammate, A-Link. Right here.
Oh yeah.
So your ult could have disabled the trip and then you can just walk by.
Fucking Raze, man.
Yeah, I don't know what your Raze is doing. It's fine, you don't need to waste the ult there either. I mean, they have res, which is spooky.
I'm gonna ult.
These are fine. Plant. Good cancel. Yeah, I was just about to say that, yeah. So, like right here, right around here is where, so like you have to have like a little internal timer of like how soon they can be behind you.
Yeah.
If they were to come behind you like right away where they killed Raze, they would be
Mhm.
here right now.
Yeah.
Like if they went immediately, but they went a little slower, so that's when they showed up.
Yeah.
So that's just like being mindful of a angle that they could come out.
Mhm.
You were tunnel visioned kind of on this age.
Yeah. I definitely was tunnel vision. Oh, I forgot what. I think I didn't know like where they would be.
Mhm.
I guess I should have imagined them going down halls or down alley.
Yeah, the second
I
that Raze gets this info that there's two
yeah.
people. I don't even know if Raze calmed it, which is honestly
No,
really bad.
Breach had to comment.
Yeah. Pug life.
Bro.
You gotta read the map, I guess.
Wait, there's two on A.
Yeah. I heard that and I didn't even realize because I wasn't looking at the mini map,
Yep.
but I didn't realize that they were right here.
Yep.
When he said 2 on A, I thought he was reading it from like
All the way on
literally
site,
A.
yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what I was thinking, but
My rule of thumb is
I
if
mean,
you're
I saw her. Holy
if you're
shit.
somewhat safe and something happens, like you hear shooting,
Mm-hmm.
look at the minimap. That's my rule of thumb. Like if you're in
Yeah.
a safe position, you don't need to be staring at your crosshair.
Mm-hmm.
You hear shooting or someone's calming something or something shows up on the kill feed, you just immediately look at the minimap and you get some information.
Yeah.
Also, I think you should change your minimap settings so that you can see the entire map at all times. So like right now, A
There are
site
settings for
is.
that?
Oh yeah. There's a way to configure it so that it does that. So that'll help a lot.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
And then that way, yeah, you just plant on the left side of this thing instead of right underneath,
Yeah.
and it would have worked. Because
Yeah.
then you
I
would have been
also
hidden.
didn't even realize when I came out, I saw Sage's head also.
I
And I
mean,
guess it was like
that's
unseeable,
tough.
I guess, but like right there.
Oh yeah, that's unseeable. That's unseeable. I wouldn't have seen that either.
Yeah, and I only decided to tap here because I know she's right here, and she's gonna get like confused. That was the only reason I did that, because she's opping and
Yeah.
she killed Raze or she killed someone right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I didn't do that.
I I like the tap and ready to fight play. It's an aggressive play. It needs to happen though because it's 2v3.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to take that risk. And you did. It's fine. Good. So yeah, just planning on the left side of that thing would have been the slight adjustment that could have
Yeah,
saved your life.
yeah, and then we lost around because of that.
Yep, it's just those small details that can make a difference.
Yeah.
So
Maybe I can just fake B a little bit. And we still walk A.
were there any more specific
Yeah.
rounds from this game that you wanted to look at, or do you want to go to Icebox?
We can go to Icebox. We won
Alright.
this game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Again, our Sage, like in the second half, like just kind of purposely didn't DC and just like went AFK every round
I see.
just to do that. But there was also the first half also. So first half was not that bad. Let's see, is this the one? Nope, not the one. Here we go.
And then what agent did you play on Icebox?
I played Viper, I think.
Alright, cool. I'm a Viper main on Icebox. Is good.
What's up? I said hello, and no one said hello back. And I should have known that. I should have known.
You should have said, "What's up, gamers?"
I said what's up, and no one said anything.
You needed to say gamer.
You're fucking right.
It's okay. If the mentality you have to have is the rest of your team are bots.
Okay.
And you're just trying to make the best of your bots. That's pretty much how you have to treat ranked.
I don't know.
Enemy A.
Hey, you put a wall. Your team's going in. You dink him, but he TP's away. That's fine. Free firing.
Wall's going down. Oh. 80 chamber, 52 dead.
Last player standing.
Yeah, that's tough. I think your wall can be improved. You can do it such that there is no cubby there.
There's no what?
So you
Cubby?
see how the jet like came out of
Yeah.
your wall in maze? There's a
Right
way
here?
to make, yeah, or like even before that, like when she was on the left of that. Yeah, like right here. There's a way to make your wall not do this.
Oh, like come through the corner more?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And that's more ideal because yeah, this is something where they could just hide and pop out on your team.
Yeah.
So that's
This is
just a
my wall.
small tweak that you can make.
I didn't put up my wall yet. I actually want to see.
You basically just do it more from the left as like after you run up and not
Yeah.
so far back.
Oh, I see. I see.
You would run to
Yeah,
the box.
I normally. Yeah, I know. I normally before round, but my
Whoa!
fucking team didn't
Party
like
of
decide where to
6.
go. So I was like,
Thanks, Ryan.
I don't know.
What's up?
I guess I just kind of freaked out and did it on the fly when we.
I'm
figured
about to
out
end the
we were just
stream
gonna go
though.
A. Normally, I sit on
Gotta
top
go
of these
watch
boxes
the
right here before the round
varsity
starts, and I'll do
scrim.
it like at a steeper angle. And I think that cuts off this little cubby, and like there only be a corner. I normally do that, but I did. I think I
Thanks
let
for the
them.
raid though.
I believed that they were human for a little bit.
Oh, I always go when you're ending. Unlucky. Alright. Second round. Is your team forcing? Or is it like mixed?
Walls up.
Reloading.
Just try to get bombed down. It's good.
Oh,
Nice.
Walls going
Nice.
down.
Last player standing.
88 Sage.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh. Did you win this? Oh my!
You're
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
No way.
You're fucking crazy. You get all the ladies.
No way. They allow you to do that.
No, they literally trolled so hard.
That's so funny. Good job.
I don't know. Did you have anything to say about
Nope.
that round?
You did everything perfectly. You tried to isolate the fights.
I could buy one.
They made all the mistakes. It was them who
Yeah.
needs the VOD review.
Yeah. They do need a blood review.
Literally all they had to do was double swing. Man, why is your Sage lurking? Oh man.
I guess she was throwing for longer than I expected.
I suggest clearing close right when you do this.
Okay.
Like before, just like
Ball's going
jiggle
down.
it. You need to clear that angle. Someone could just hold it.
Okay.
To judge. You actually have ult. I would ult site.
They're blind with fear.
I think you got the ult on plant. I would have ulted right away
Last player
on
standing.
site. Gives your team a little bit more to work with on site. Now it's gonna be really tough.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh. Oh my
Oh my
god.
fucking god, you're so cool.
You have a fucking big dick.
Okay, yeah, the thing there is I think you got your ult on plant. You should have
Yeah,
like
you're
kept
right.
that in mind. So you ult right now.
Walls going.
So that way your
I
team
didn't even
stays
realize
alive.
I had that.
The way I
Walls going
usually
down.
do or like is like between every round you should be looking at your ult status.
Mm-hmm.
You should be looking at the entire like you should press tab and look at everyone's ult status.
Yeah.
That should be a rule of thumb.
Okay.
So that way you know what you're up against. Like you could be going up against the chamber op, or you could be going up against whatever, you know. So
Yeah. All right.
that's a small thing that you can just keep in mind. The same way how you look at economy. So like, oh, what kind of guns are they gonna buy this round? You know, are they eco this
Mm.
round? You would also
Yeah.
just look at ults. So, because usually, like if they had a breach, for example, then they might do like a breach ult aggro play somewhere, you know,
Yeah.
or a retake ult.
So we have this Viper wall. I remember this is where I realized Sage was like being goofy.
Yeah, I know what Sage is doing. She should be with the team and then walling for plant.
Where are you? Mark two.
She's like trying to lurk. That's your job actually. Okay, yeah. Your wall should have been up before. Yeah, instead of trying to figure out now
Yeah.
after the fact, it should just be up before, and then you ult here as well. Yeah, I would ult here. Gives your fade something to fall back into.
Wall's going down.
Yeah, now it's
Aid
spooky.
that.
Last player standing. One
And now it's
enemy
super
remaining.
spooky. You probably clutch it out. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yep, good shots. I would just ult and get your wall up earlier.
Mm. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, your mechs are getting better. You can just see it. The aim training is paying off. You should just keep going, keep doing it.
I also have a bad habit I've realized as of late. Oh no.
Yeah, okay. You can be more diligent in clearing those
Pipes,
angles.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Um,
I'll find you.
just take one angle at a time when you come out.
I thought I was, but I guess yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
when
I
when
kind of
you
swung
like wide
through.
swing like that,
I swung through like this whole section
this
right
whole
here.
section where they could have been headshot, they could have been in the window, they could have been on top, they could have been back on the back area, they could have been up on screens, they could have been on the thing, which they are.
Yeah,
But yeah, like all those small angles, you have to clear one by one
yeah,
if you're being really diligent. Yeah.
that is true. I also just got fucking diffed.
Spike down.
Yeah, you got the sage running past through your crosshair and then yeah,
Yeah.
unlucky. But
Diverging
yeah,
plot
if you were actually diligent, right, you would only have that space of looking at that sage. And
Yeah,
the jet wouldn't have been able to see you if you were clearing everything properly.
yeah,
But because you were swinging so wide, the jet was able to just swing and peek you when you're
Hold
caught
on,
off
Fake.
guard.
yeah. Like I definitely cleared a couple, and then I just fucking like
Yeah.
ran through the next like 7 angles.
Pipes,
Yep. Alright, next round. Mid wall, seems like a mid play. Does that cover the hallway? Yes, it does. Our kitchen.
Where are you? Mark one. Reloading. Bring them down.
Ooh, you gotta be careful on your reload
down.
push. There's a small thing, just like when you're reloading, you don't need to walk forward.
One kitchen.
You can wait.
Down.
Because there are a lot of angles right there where you are exposed to when you have your reload.
Yeah,
Like, no one's pushing B solo, right? So someone
Yeah.
could be on B site right here, and they dome you from B site.
that's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Right
that whole
there.
fucking thing.
Yep.
And I like didn't. Yeah, I didn't finish reload till like right here.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's like quite a few.
Yeah, all you have to do is just hang back. You're Viper, so
Down.
the difference here in roles, right? You're Viper, you don't need to be first in, second in. Like your role is more of like staying alive so that you have your utility is way more valuable than everyone else's in the
Uh-huh.
end of the round, right?
Yeah.
Because you can
Yeah.
play post plant, you can do molly lineups, you can do smoke orb stuff, you can ult, you can, all this stuff that is valuable in the late section of the round.
Yeah.
So
I think I just started to overheat.
yeah, feeling it. Overheat, overheat.
Standing.
One kitchen.
Spike down.
I think pushing there is fine because
I know.
your teammates were losing duels, so you need to win a duel.
That's kind of what I was like thinking because the rest of my team was just like, I mean, not really doing much except for Reyna. Reyna's doing fine.
Yeah, ideally you're with them to trade though, but
Yeah.
because you're not, you have to take a duel separately. So
Yeah.
Rotate.
what? Oh, okay. Could have been a little bit more specific.
You thought you were in the
Viper
game for a
ulti.
second?
Arena's calm could have been a little bit more specific, I guess. Why does your fate overstay the welcome? Yeah, okay, yeah. They could be snowman, they could be like right here they could be
Yeah.
snowman, they could peek out with an op, they can so
Yeah.
you should learn the wall that you throw from B main that covers like top site,
Yeah, it gets
front
like this
site,
corner and it gets
and the whole thing, yeah. That's a
yeah.
really good wall.
I
You
know
should
that
learn
wall, but like also I just was uncertain of everything that our team was doing. I don't know. I couldn't tell like this entire game because no one was calming anything and we had
Well,
no idea. I had no idea like where we were going for the most part, so I was just kind of lost, I feel like.
I see. Yeah, I think
I
the
felt
second the Reyna said, "Oh, rotate,"
yeah.
even though so she should have said, "Viper ulted here, let's rotate B," right? And then like, okay, you guys are going B, and then you see that your team's going B, then you throw up the wall,
Yeah, but I think you're right. I should get more secure on the agent that I'm playing.
Yeah. You decided ult here is good. Needs to be done. Or before they have res.
Playing my ult.
Your team doesn't want to play in the ult. Yeah, your Sage is a little lost, I don't know. Just trying to do
She
her
was
own thing.
throwing.
So that's when you can just be like, hey Sage, just come with us next time. You know, like
Mid one.
something like that. If they come back at you with like F you, blah blah blah, you know, like okay, that's when you're like, okay, screw you, you know.
Yeah.
But you can at least just say like, hey, next round Sage, just come with us and wall for a plan or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then if she is receptive, then that's a huge win for you guys.
I eventually, near the end of the game, asked, and they just didn't say anything, like at all, and they just continued to. You'll see later. It gets worse.
Was it? Yeah, the thing is like now is a good time because you're up. People are
Yeah.
way more receptive when you're winning.
Yeah.
And if they're like down in the dumps, like as their scoreline gets even worse and worse, they're gonna be less and less receptive to you.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
Sage entry, nice. Dead.
She
Uranus,
definitely entered.
Uranus trying to make the worst of a bad situation or best of a bad
The worst
situation.
of them.
She's like trying to
No,
trade,
Sage is making the worst of a good situation. Okay, we should
desperately
not
trying to trade your maniac Sage. Yeah, I'll just go with Phoenix.
Yeah, I do that a lot. We pushed up into our spawn. Like
Yeah, your
peeking in
reload.
local mic,
Yeah,
the
peeking
reload
when you're not
thing.
fully done reloading. Yeah.
One top pipes. This one I definitely checked like just about every angle.
Yeah. Okay. There is a small difference though. That is a wall bangable surface. So if
Oh,
you, because
yeah,
you're
you're
so
right.
close to it, you actually do want to wide swing more there, because if they see your shoulder and you jiggle back, they're just gonna wall bang your face off. So that that is
Damn.
another, yeah. So there are exceptions to the rule, right? So
Yeah.
and that is one of them. Unlucky. Somehow your teammate just walked by them.
Yeah. We were on kind of like a tight budget, I think, right around here.
Mhm. Honestly, if your Sage is doing whatever the heck she's doing, going with, like, I think your Reina has gotten the point of
Like
like,
go with them and just trade them.
yeah, exactly.
My bad,
Make
my bad.
their life worth something rather than them going off alone and being basically a 4v5, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know Viper's here.
Yeah, I knew it too. I think I even said that I knew it somewhere.
Oh no, did she just come out? Yeah.
Yellow.
Yeah, her orb was there and everything. I don't know, the going for the plant was the play. Maybe you tap. Maybe you
Oh,
tap
yeah,
like
huh?
once or twice and then try to bait her out. If she's diligent though, she'll just jiggle and she won't even like, you know. So, but it
Yeah.
seemed like she was pretty diligent. She like peeked you narrowly too. Yeah, it's 2v5. You kind of just have to go for risk.
Oh, yellow.
Spike down B.
Yeah, Reina's trying her best.
The Reina's gonna rank up eventually.
Oh no, even the wall that I do here doesn't get.
Yep, yep. You gotta be like up close to the left.
I see.
Which is fine because your wall right now is not doing anything. So it's kind of like the same problem as the Viper and Pearl,
Wall's going down.
where
just
like
putting it up way too early
it's just
before we
early,
go
you know.
in.
You can put it up, you can like throw it, but not put it up, and then like
Yeah.
time it so that when your team is actually gonna push site, that's when you put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about that pretty often, and I knew about it, but I guess it just slips my mind, and I
Hmm.
just need to be more aware.
Yeah.
Especially when they have a sage that can just. I notice it more when the enemy team has a Viper and they have a
I
wall
see.
like up on defense.
Hmm.
Usually, like then I think about it more often because I'm also thinking about like critiquing their arena in kind of like an ego way.
I see.
um, but no, I think I do think about it more just when I'm playing against Vipers who are actually like having their setups. Their Viper only set up on B, which is a
Hmm.
good place to set up, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
it just means you
On
kind
with
of
the
just
game.
avoid B. Yeah, or
Yeah.
like try to timing her util. 2 minutes left. So let's see. Overall, I think your mechs are getting a lot better. Like whatever you're doing aim training wise, just keep doing. That's probably like not
Offside Jet 84.
too much of an issue. Like as long as you keep trying to get better at
Yeah.
it. If you want like more specifics on it, like we can take a look at exactly small things with your mechs. But
Yeah.
I think they are improving. Just be disciplined with like clearing.
Yeah.
Um, and that's like this the only thing there. Decision making wise, I think you're doing. It seems like you kind of play naturally into the initiator role, or
Mm.
maybe even like a first in role. First in role is a little tough though. So, um,
Yeah. I think I need to work on aim more for that.
mm.
TBH.
But yeah,
I don't
like
know, but I'm just not comfortable like lurking.
yeah, second, third in. I think you're like the way you play KO, even the way you're playing Viper seems like kind of like initiatory, even
Mm.
though you should be a little bit more safe as Viper.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just like knowing the agent and then playing to how that agent fits. Like obviously you're
Yeah.
filling Viper, it's not gonna be amazing. So like you are hitting your shots though, which your team is grateful for. So
Yeah.
um, other than that, I think it's just like fix your map, fix your map settings,
Yeah. Okay.
and then just like being mindful of where anyone could be at any time. So like
Okay.
looking at the minimap more, reading it, understanding like even if your teammates don't comm anything, you should still have like a picture of where they are
Mm-hmm.
and what your teammates are able to cover or what is safe and what isn't safe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something that you have to just like get used to looking at the minimap and reading it.
Yeah.
So and it'll help when you fix the minimap so that you can see the whole thing all the time.
Yeah. I didn't
For
realize that
sure.
I could have the whole freaking thing on there. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks for the time, man. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure. I could do this anytime as long as I'm not busy, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. I'll
So
keep making recordings. I think I'll just start recording like every ranked game I play.
nice. All right.
Yeah.
Solid.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
See
no
ya.
problem. See yas. Aight, stream. Thanks for watching. Gotta go help UCLA stuff now. Man, I feel bad for throwing away all these viewers into the void. But no one else is streaming that I know of that I would raid. So, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.